Salve, galera. Trazendo mais uma gameplay aí. Golden State contra o Houston Rockets. Espero que vocês gostem aí.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Houston.
Faz um bom tempo que a gente não joga esse jogo aí, mas vai dar tudo certo. Não. Aí eu tô jogando aqui com o meu amigo aqui, o Ebert aqui. E trazendo essa gameplay aí pra vocês aí. Espero que vocês gostem aí.
So the Rockets win the tip. And the Houston Rockets starting five. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Trevor Ariza out there with PJ Tucker. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. They get it back. Shots good by Iguodala. Paul with the ball. Dishes it to Harden. There's the triple. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Not sure how people underestimate continually how great Chris Paul has been. Sixth sense kind of stuff there, knowing where his teammate was. Chris Paul and leadership just go together. Always knows the situation on both ends of the floor, constantly communicating and sets up and directs his teammates to try to make the most of their abilities in any situation where they can take advantage.
It's stolen by Capella. Here's Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. On the wing, Harden. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got his second basket of the night. And for Paul, who is such a forge, and you would think that he would make an excellent coach. But he's already said he has no interest in pursuing that.
I feel like, Kevin, for part of every season that Chris Paul has been paid in the NBA, some of the portion of that contract has been as a player coach.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Durant, whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
But my confidence was 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game here.
For a long time, a lot of people would come up to me, including my dad, and tell me he was the face of the Warriors franchise. But after what Steph Curry has done, he has to be the face at this point. So many accolades and leading the team now to 2 titles in 3 years.
And it's Gordon missing.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now, here's Tucker. Here's Ariza. Hands the shot with nobody near him. You know, Brett Curry, arguably one of the best players in the NBA, as you were talking about moments ago. Certainly one of the best ever to play for the Warriors.
Well, there's no doubt that he's one of the greatest shooters, if not the greatest shooter of all time. And you think about how it is that Curry started his career, the ankle problems at Golden State, allowing him to sign the contract, really undervalued at the time. And all of a sudden, Steph Curry, one of the players who's a face not only of the Warriors, but of the league itself.
Rockets trail by 4. Here's Tucker. The offensive rebound.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Durant for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the defense knows what Eric Gordon can do, but still got it to fall over their outstretched arm.
Here's Curry after Eric Gordon's bucket. On to Wayne Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Thompson's got 5 now.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Gordon kicks the ball. Shoots over Curry. And the can't get it to go.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
No good from Durant. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Ariza. Another shot. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Ariza, right side. The dish to Paul. Back to Ariza. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And Kevin Durant with this layup.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They get it back.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Shoots over Capella. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Yeah, tremendous hustle. Just get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Paul for 3.
Salve, galera. Então acabou o primeiro quarto. Agora vamos pro segundo quarto. Espero que vocês estejam gostando aí.
So many other points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster.
Our best is amazing.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, it was great.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
That's a quick way to build the lead, but Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Gordon. Nene is out there with Luke and Bahamut. And it's Green, and it's Paul in at the 1. And over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys in a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
And it's Green, missing. Rockets trail by 8. In the corner, it's Gordon, stolen by Durant. It's Iguodala with the drive, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
You just don't want to give Andre Iguodala that kind of lane because you get that kind of highlight.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And for Kevin Durant, one area that he excelled in last season was his rim protection. He used his length and timing to disrupt a lot of shots. And I think that's what he focused on. Joining the Warriors, he knew he was going to score, but he wanted the responsibility and came through defensively for Golden State.
And Durant's rim protection was a big help for the Warriors and the defense, certainly. Durant and Green, Greg, combined to be one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
I'm not sure if we still think of Kevin Durant in the stopper mode, Kevin. I think we were really shocked, though, last year about how effective he could be as a team defender, using his length and having an impact around the rim and painted area like he did last year.
Here is Mbaamute. Drills it from outside. And Mbaamute's got 6 points.
Not a shot the coaches are going to draw up often for him, and he makes it with the defense closing in. Lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. I just can't buy a bucket right now.
Oh, no one around him. Off target from outside.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but yet to make another one.
Here's Green. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pass to Mbaamute. Back to Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Nene. Plays it up and banks it in.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal in scoring the ball inside.
Durant for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Houston now. They're on an 11-2 run. Releases. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors leading by 5. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kevin.
Yes. Golden State's got into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only getting 1 for 5 attempts.
Fraco, meu.
By Golden State.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Ariza with the rebound.
Those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Tucker can't get it to go.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 in the basket from Ariza.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Klay Thompson.
It does not take long for Klay Thompson to get one off from the three-point line. That's ridiculous.
And here is Paul. After the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Green kicks the ball. Ariza passes to Tucker. It's tipped. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple.
Doideira, velho.
Are from beyond the arc.
Ball goes in. Here's Tucker. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Houston shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line.
And fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Bell comes in for Andre Iguodala. Young's checked in for Kevin Durant. And McCaw is subbed in for Sean Livingston.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot, right?
No need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
To the middle. Tucker dishes the call. Got a hand on it. With 2 seconds left. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first
Golden
half.
State tá perdendo por 1 ponto. Agora vamos pro terceiro quarto aí. Espero que vocês estejam gostando aí.
David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. It's the 2K Sports halftime show.
It's an interesting battle going on tonight. Freddie Johnson here with you. It was a shaky first quarter for Houston. They were on their heels immediately, at one point staring at a 12-point deficit in that opening period. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half. And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away.
amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013.
Quer apertar aí, Everton?
The Warriors trailing.
Go back over the history of the Warriors and something I'm quite familiar with growing up in the Bay Area. The fans of this team really suffered through a lot, now enjoying the golden age of Golden State Warrior basketball.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
And a wide open look for Capella. Off the left rim and out. And the Warriors, as we all know, were a slumping franchise from the late 70s up until this current run. Only 6 playoff appearances from 1978 to 2012.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that, Kevin, because I was going through the games growing up as a kid in the Bay Area. But amazing to see that this franchise has found some success and that they found it in Oakland for the fans who have starved for this kind of play for so long. 40 years between championships.
E a hora que começa a dar errado as coisas.
For the Golden State Warriors.
And Tucker kicks the ball. And some nice passing there by Houston. Ariza with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Bahamute comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And Green is right there.
Oh, imagine that. Draymond Green bringing energy to the game. Where have I seen that before?
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Gordon kicks it to Tucker. There's the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tried by Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. We know the importance of ball movement, Brent, but when the offense bogs down, someone needs to get it done in isolation. Could you pick anybody who you would go to?
Yes, Kevin. He plays in Cleveland for the Cavaliers. And his name is LeBron James.
Ah, yes.
Have you seen him play? Yeah, I'll take that guy.
Okay, that's a good guy. That's a real good guy.
And when you watch those Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and
they can run a team off the floor if they get hot. 2 great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
And the Warriors making a change here. McGee's checked in. Curry with him. Chris Paul covering. A shot by Curry. No good.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
For 3. Paul's shot is off.
A little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
The shot from 20 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And Bahamute. And the 3 ball is good. And Bahamute's got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets. The Warriors shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that. Thompson for 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's Klay Thompson's strength on display. His ability to fire off the catch-and-shoot J is so dangerous. Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position that put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
He was good. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
They are just killing him on the interior.
O maluco ali tirando céu.
The Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get.
Espero que vocês estejam gostando aí do jogo aí, galera. Tá equilibrado o jogo aí. Bom jogo.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you've got to be hydrated.
David West, he's checked in for Golden State. Kevon Looney comes in for Green.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
And as he gets later and later in his career, it is clear that Chris Paul is one of the great point guards Brent ever to play.
There's no question about it. Chris Paul could be the second greatest point guard ever to play in the NBA. Certainly has never dominated the way that Magic Johnson has, and most of that because of the height and not looking to score as much. But he's right there on that Stockton level, that Isaiah Thomas level. Appreciate the way he goes about his business.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Guys get excited about making something happen, but that was just a loss of composure right there. You can't go through the guy.
Harden, no good. It's a neck-and-neck game in Golden State. Outside Durant with a lead. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. Shot the ball 11 times.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Harden's shot is good.
Back at you. Well, that's payback for the three on the other end.
A little mano-a-mano there, entertaining, but you also want to keep your teammates involved.
Houston's gone down.
Depender da vitória, tá um jogão, hein?
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And then Durant with the jam.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
The three from Harden. And it's Looney with the rebound. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it
Aí,
really
a
hard.
bola é lá dentro.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorer.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team is able to create much of a cushion.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams
Aí, galera,
points in a hurry. Rockets ahead, up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we
Isso,
get back from this short break.
quarto tempo aí. Tá um jogão aí. É bom que vai ficar registrado aí, um jogo equilibrado aí, pra você estar registrado aí no canal aí. Independente da vitória, vai ter grandes lances aí do jogo aí.
We're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Clint Capella, Gerald Green out there with Gordon, and it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Mbah Moute in the portion.
A little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his
Errou,
back.
Steph
Need a little
Curry.
bit more help from him.
Capella goes in, and he makes good on the
Aí,
layup.
a bola.
Capella's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Houston.
Cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense
Tá
also
fraco,
late
Steph
in trying to
Curry.
alter that shot. But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And it's off from three-point range. And it's the Warriors. The break, Green leading the charge.
How about Iguodala's focus from back to right? Didn't let the defense get to him one bit.
For the Rockets, DJ Tucker comes in
Eita,
for
bem
Mbah
da hora.
And Chris Paul's up in for
Da hora
Green.
desse ponto. Só
One
dois
thing with
pontos.
Klay Thompson, Brent, when he gets it going, he recognizes it and looks to take over games. You saw it when he led that huge comeback to the Warriors.
Caiu chorado, mas caiu.
Against the Thunder, and you saw it when he went for 37 points in a quarter.
There are just a few players in the league that can do some of the things, especially when they're hot, like Klay Thompson does. I even think back to last year during the finals, Klay Thompson struggling offensively, and then all of a sudden coming up with a huge first quarter where he scored 16 points against the Cavs to help get the Warriors going.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Feeds to Ariza. Back to Paul. On the wing, Eric Gordon from downtown. The Rockets again can't hit. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since they started the final quarter of play.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room
Jogo tá
of getting
equilibrado.
going here in the second.
Here's Tucker. Target from outside. For Warriors, shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Vacilei.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And they take the lead. And 11 points for Steph Curry.
O maluco tá tirando selfie.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, some of his shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside. Try to get that ball goal.
James Harden, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Evan?
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Curry, good.
He now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Puts up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Led by as many as 14 points. Durant, no good.
Tá sem força.
Rockets trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Man, I'll tell you
O
what,
jogo
the
tá
pressure
equilibrado,
is
hein?
cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
It's Curry outside. That shot was
Puta, muito
some
mais.
solid D from
Na área.
Paul. Tries it from 19. Kept alive by Houston. Capella.
Vai, Capela, pelo amor de Deus, velho. Olha assim o negócio, velho.
Fires for 3. Again, Curry missing.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not
O
working.
negócio tá tenso, hein, galera? O jogo tá equilibrado.
Gets it to go in on the assist by Eric
Olha
Gordon.
o que espaçou aí.
And now it's a 3-point Houston lead. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And I just love the calm.
É, agora tá tenso, hein? Importante já ficar registrado aí. O jogão aí.
Harden's shot is off. The Warriors have now found the 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
Putz.
Rebounds. Houston takes possession. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Harden. And
Faltando 1 minuto e 22.
Caraca, velho, por que ele tira o Harden, velho? Pô, tá tirando, então.
Rocket shooting has been no good so far. Only 37% from the floor. Outside Ariza. 3-pointer. The Warriors pulling in. Green spot. Double-digit rebounds.
Minha esperança é o Steph Curry.
Curry for
Ai.
2. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Será que tem...
Moving it up. Lets it go. Offensive rebound.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On D. And
Ai.
pulls it in. Capella goes in. It falls.
É.
Is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Iguodala outside. He's off on that one.
Acho
And
que...
Durant with the steal. Here's Thompson.
Putz.
Time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Clay is such a great two-way player, a tremendous shooter. A good job playing.
Eita, nós, o negócio tá tenso.
Two guards for his position.
And so Thompson is hurt.
Really relish these
Negócio.
He loves those pressure situations.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Ariza. Off target from three-point range. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Curry.
Ixi.
Yes.
This team trusts everybody, and this time the trust was
Que final, hein, galera? Tá todo mundo de pé. Putz.
Here's Mbah-a-Moute.
Um erro é fatal.
Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Screen by Capella. And Bahamute dishes to Capella. For the win.
É isso aí, valeu aí, hein? Deixa eu até salvar aqui pra não perder.
End this game. The fans on both sides.